Stoicism is a school of philosophy that originated in ancient Greece and was later developed in Rome. It is a practical philosophy that focuses on cultivating virtue, rationality, and tranquility in the face of life's challenges. The following are some key Stoic principles. Virtue is the highest good. Stoicism teaches that the ultimate goal of life is to live in accordance with virtue. Virtue is seen as the highest good, and everything else, such as wealth, health, and pleasure, is considered secondary. Focus on what you can control. Stoics emphasize the importance of distinguishing between things we can control and things we cannot. They advocate directing our energy and attention to what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while accepting what is beyond our control. Acceptance of the natural order. Stoics believe in accepting the natural order of the universe, recognizing that some events are beyond our control. By acknowledging this and adapting to circumstances, individuals can find peace and tranquility. Live in accordance with nature. Stoics often refer to living in accordance with nature, which means aligning our actions and values with the rational order of the universe. This involves understanding and embracing the inherent principles of reason and morality. Practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Stoicism encourages individuals to engage in regular self-examination and reflection. By being mindful of our thoughts and actions, we can identify and correct irrational beliefs, negative emotions, and harmful behaviors. Practice gratitude. Stoics emphasize the importance of gratitude for what we have, rather than constantly desiring more. Cultivating a sense of gratitude helps individuals find contentment and reduces the impact of external circumstances on their well-being. Memento mori, remember death. Stoicism encourages individuals to contemplate their mortality regularly. The idea is not to foster a morbid mindset, but to remind oneself of the transient nature of life, encouraging a focus on what truly matters. Endurance and resilience. Stoics advocate developing resilience in the face of adversity. Instead of being overwhelmed by challenges, individuals are encouraged to view them as opportunities for personal growth and character development. Prominent Stoic philosophers include Zeno of Citium, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. While these principles form the core of Stoicism, it's important to note that individual interpretations and emphasis may vary among Stoic philosophers and practitioners. Stoicism has a rich history with several prominent philosophers. Here are 10 notable Stoic. Zeno of Citium c. 334 c. 262 BC. Zeno was the founder of Stoicism. He established the school in Athens around 300 BCE and laid the foundation for Stoic philosophy. Cleanthes c. 330 c. 230 BC. Cleanthes succeeded Zeno as the head of the Stoic school. He contributed to Stoic physics and ethics, emphasizing the importance of living in accordance with nature. Chrysippus c. 279 c. 206 BC. Chrysippus was a key figure in the development of Stoic philosophy. He made significant contributions to logic, ethics, and physics, and he played a crucial role in systematizing Stoic teachings. Seneca the Younger c. 4 BC 65 CE. Seneca was a Roman Stoic philosopher, statesman, and playwright. His philosophical works, including letters and essays, address themes such as virtue, anger, and the importance of reason. Epictetus c. 55–135 CE. Epictetus was a former slave who became a Stoic philosopher. His teachings were compiled by his student Arrian in the Discourses and the Enchiridion, emphasizing the role of personal responsibility and the distinction between what is within and outside our control. Marcus Aurelius 121–180 CE. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher. His Meditations is a collection of personal writings reflecting Stoic principles and his reflections on virtue, self-discipline, and acceptance of fate. Musonius Rufus c. 30-100 c. Musonius was a Roman Stoic philosopher who focused on ethics and the practical aspects of Stoicism. He emphasized the importance of philosophy in daily life and the equality of men and women in the pursuit of virtue. These philosophers played pivotal roles in shaping and expanding Stoic philosophy, and their works continue to be studied and influential today. Here are 5 notable phrases or quotes associated with each of the mentioned Stoic philosophers. Zeno of Citium: man conquers the world by conquering himself. Well-being is attained by little and little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Cleanthes: lead me, O Zeus, and thou, O Destiny. It is a great thing to die in behalf of the whole universe. Happy is he who has overcome his egoism. If one oversteps the bounds of moderation, the greatest pleasures cease to please. Character, in the long run, is the decisive factor in the life of an individual and of nations alike. Chrysippus: no evil is honorable, but death is honorable. Therefore death is not evil. It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. The wise man is indifferent to all the dispositions of fortune. To enjoy the things we ought, and to hate the things we ought has the greatest bearing on excellence of character. No man is free who is not a master of himself. Seneca the Younger: he suffers more than necessary who suffers before. It is necessary. It's not that life is short, but that we make it so. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Epictetus: we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. We cannot be disturbed by any external thing unless we possess this thing ourselves. Marcus Aurelius: very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. Musonius Rufus: it is not poverty that produces sorrow, but desire. It is not the rich man's son that the young struggler for advancement has to fear in his competition with his fellows, but the man who was poor when he himself was poor. The only way to have a friend is to be one. The man who exercises wisdom, who is of noble mind, and who governs himself by reason, is admitted to the company of the gods. It is a thing worth wondering at that though we are born with the power to discern what is harmful to us, we nevertheless go after it. These quotes encapsulate the essence of Stoicism as interpreted and expounded upon by these philosophers, providing guidance on virtue, wisdom, and the pursuit of a meaningful life.